Roach and Race Mason Jan de Toy. Thank you, let's take him off the line.
The lights go on and off, and away they go with the second GTI Challenge race as the pack works its way down. As the pack works its way down into turn one, locking up her brakes already, working his way out of Holzhoek. It is Brett Roach. Roach leads him out there. Right behind them, we've got Neandertoy. Here comes Christopher Swart, and Bessie Bester is in there as well, and already challenging for the lead in Class B is Kwesi Vayas, and he gets it. Gets his nose ahead there of Marco Pusi that runs wide. Marco runs wide, and through comes Andrea Bate. Well, she's the last of the Class A cars, so leading Class B is still, well, it's Kwesi Vayas second in that class. He's Marco Pusi, followed there by Piet van der Walt. As the field works out, Zaki Hendricks is right in there as well. Behind him, it is Eden Thompson. The leading Class C boy is Ephraim Levy. Right there with him is Paul Simon. Simon works his way out of turn 4, waiting for Paulie to come. There he goes, right on the case. Then it's Mario Roux. Then it's Wendy Oakham, followed there by Gert du Plessis, Amy Good, and Faisal Jacobs. Francois Rasmus is the next one as the field works its way out of Cape Town corner. But it's a challenge here, Gary, for second position.
Well, the front of Class B is getting quite exciting because Andrea Bate was just moving away past Kwesi Vayas, and that brought Marco Pusi into play as well. So that Class B battle raging heavily as they come through here underneath us now. Andrea Bate ahead of Marco Pusi. So the first Class B car, Marco Pusi from Marcel Vayas. So Marcel lost out with that one, but Marcel under braking, just easing it up on the inside of Marco Pusi, locking up the left-hand front wheel, but there's nothing in it power-wise. Of course, he will now be sitting on the outside. Who's the last of the late breakers? The two young guns, and Pusi leans up against Vayas, locks up the right-hand back wheel. Pusi, obviously he's done lots and lots of that in Polo Cup. He knows exactly how it works. Young Marco Pusi ahead of Couscous.
You've got two of the best there in Class B, namely Marco Pusi, who's, oh, look at Vayas trying to go around the inside, then swaps to the outside there. Marco Pusi, Western Province colours in karting. He's one of the best karters that we've ever heard out there. Kwesi Vayas, the reigning Polo Cup champion. You're not going to see better than Kwesi Vayas and Marco Pusi got one-on-one. And here comes Piet van der Walt and Zaki Hendricks and Eden Thompson. It's a war. It's a five-way dogfight for the lead. Vayas will never back out for Pusi. Pusi will never back out for Vayas. That I can guarantee you. Gary, it's really on there in Class B.
I hope it doesn't turn to tears, and with what's going on there now, it's a matter of time, and that's going to explode because Piet van der Walt's got it in there as well. Zaki Hendricks says, I'm going to play with. Pusi leads them down. Vayas is just sitting on the right-hand back panel. Piet van der Walt's got the pace on them. He brings Zaki Hendricks with the three abreast. On the inside is Pusi, and he rocks up. He takes Vayas to the outside. Piet van der Walt runs the outside line. Hendricks climbs up on the inside. 2 by 2 by 1 behind that. That's the way they're coming up side by side now. Up to engine corner. Pusi this time on the outside. Piet van der Walt says, you fight, I will just steal it away from you.
Oh, Vayas hits the lead in Class B. Pusi goes for the cutback, but Kwesi covers the line there. Backing off slightly, watching all of this is Piet van der Walt, Zaki Hendricks and Eden Thompson. They know that this could explode up front. And as I know Kwesi Vayas and as I know Marco Pusi from a GP Junior karter, the two of them will never back down for each other. This is a war that none of them can win. They just need to keep it clean and tidy. I believe they will. Down the back main, Vayas uses the track. And here comes Pusi up on the inside and coming for the ride as well is Piet van der Walt. Zaki Hendricks says to Piet, you go, I go. And now he dives onto the left-hand side of Vayas and back in behind him again. Eden Thompson's also joined this party as well. It's action all the way, but it's all about those 5 cars at this moment in Class B. The Class A cars are rolling through. We'll get to them now, but it's all about those 5 cars. Let's go back to Class C. Class C has been led. There's another 4-way dice there. It is Ephraim Levy that leads that class with Paul Simon, Mario Roux and Wendy Oakamp. So Class C, Gary, is also heating up behind the Class B boys.
Well, we have to mention the front guys. Brett Roach from Christopher Swart, Bessie Bester Andrea Bate, and then Neanderthal. The car definitely not doing everything he wanted to do for him today, but behind that, oh, Marco Busi, he steps the tail end out. As he steps the tail end out, Corsiveas comes right up on his back bumper and says, hey boy, I'm going to come play with you. They've now broken away from Zaki Hendricks. Now Zaki was off the back of the pack, but with those four battling it out, he's been getting major draft, and he made use of that as they went down into Cape Town corner. So Zaki from 5th to 3rd in class, but there's a little bit of a break up now as Busi and Veyers go one-on-one. Hendricks has got a bit of space. Woo! Neanderthal using the track and all. He's pushing very hard. He's looking in the mirror and seeing this freight train coming from behind. I say again, I hope this doesn't turn to tears.
Well, look at Class C. Ephraim Levy leads Class C. Here comes Pauline Simon, Mario Roux, and Wendy Okamp. Now Wendy came 3rd in race 1. She's trying to go up on the inside of Mario Roux. Well, that could explode as well. We've got a heck of a situation in Class B and C. Brilliant stuff out there as Neon's got a problem with his car. He's slowing the Class A car down. And here come the 5 Class B cars across the line. Behind them, it's another war. Okamp just behind Roux, just behind Simon, just behind the lead in that class. Ephraim Levy, the 4 of them are going one-on-one. Gert du Plessis not too far behind the 4 of them as they work down into turn 1. Well, Gary, sorry, the leaders are going through in Class A, but we need to stay with the Class B and Class C dice.
Well, they're swapping decals now. Busi on the inside, Veyers on the outside. They're starting to slow one another down. They are also catching the race mates Neanderthal, Jetta, a little bit further up the line. Corsi up on the inside. Whoa, he walks up the right-hand back. He sticks it up on the inside of Marco Busi. Marco's got 2 wheels up on the curbstone. Hendricks says, play on, I'll come closer. He brings Piet van der Walt with him. And into the double right-hander they go. Busi backs out of it. Veyers sticks the nose in, up on the top of the curbstones. Oh, they're touching. They are rubbing wheel nuts. Hendricks says, this one's mine. He goes to the left-hand side. Busi blocks the inside, blocks Veyers. And Zaki Hendricks on the outside, Piet van der Walt closing down.
Eden Thompson says, I'm having fun with you guys as well. They've got a slower Class A car, ailing Neanderthal machine.
Oh, he's taking him out. Zaki's gone. Zaki's been taken out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know if Zaki just lost it on his own there. But the 2 front runners has gone. Eden Thompson, no. Well, who's all gone there? Zaki has gone and Piet van der Walt has gone. Zaki has gone and Piet's gone. Eden Thompson has survived, but he's dropped all the way down. However, it's still on in Class B for the lead. Marco Busi, Kwesi Veyers, 2 of the best of the best of the best that are out there. As I said before, Veyers will not get the better of Busi. Busi won't get the better of Veyers. This is really, if the 2 of them survive, you have seen the greatest GTI Challenge Class B race ever between 2 of the best. But Gary, let's go to Class C. Ephraim Levy right been ushered around the corner there by Paul Simon. And once again, Wendy Okamp says, I need to get past Mario Roux once again.
Ephraim Levy doing take 2 of what he did in race number 1. He held Paul Simon out until literally the last 25 meters where a draft was picked up by Paul Simon from a passing Class A car, and that made the difference where Paul Simon won Class C with Levy just behind him. But having said that, Levy's not going to get caught out again. Simon goes to the inside line down the back main, and he gets closed off by Levy. Levy now moves across towards the left-hand side, almost pushing Paul Simon off the circuit. So the 2 of them are side by side. And in fact, Frankie, where we expected the big problem to be between Busi and Veyers, they survived. They upped the pace of the rest of their class. The rest of the class didn't survive, and unfortunately Veyers is now dropping down. Busi is obviously a little bit quicker than him now for some other reasons. That one is dying out. But Ephraim Levy and Paul Simon are sharing paint.
Here comes Wendy as well. She's on the outside of Mario. Paul sits on the outside of Ephraim. It's all happening there in that class. Zaki is back on track again, although he's a good couple of laps down. He's now battling with that motor car. Gert du Plessis is also out there. Here comes Amy Good, and Francois Rasmus is in there as well. So is the likes of Faisal Jacobs. They're all in there, but we need to mention the Class A cars because the leader of Class A is Brett Roach, and he's way down the road from birthday boy Christopher Swart. from Bessie Bester third and Andrea Bate that's there in fourth, pretty much spread out there in Class A. Class B, I think Marco's broken the toe. Yes, he's broken the toe there on Kwesi Veyes, and the two of them first and second in that class. Eden Thompson has survived, he's third in that class, but now Wendy has dropped off pace. She might have run a touch wide, and she's now been left behind as Mario's trying to hook up on Paul Simon. Simon sits on the outside. He's going to drive around him on the outside. No, here comes Mario. He's right in there as well. But for now, it's Ephraim Levy that leads out of Cape Town turn.
Paul Simon loves that outside line on Cape Town corner. He really runs that very, very high, very wide, very confident up there. But Levy just doesn't give sway whatsoever. Simon goes to the inside, Levy goes to the inside, goes all right up against the curbstones, and now he moves towards the outside, does Levy, trying to push Simon as wide as possible on the entrance to turn number one. Now, Levy needs to be far enough ahead to be able to come across the front. Oh, he just cuts across the front of Paul Simon. There couldn't have been more than the thickness of a couple of layers of paint as he went across in front of him. But it's now a three-way battle that's going on down there with Eden Thompson and Mario Roux in there as well. Whoopsie, our lady racer just losing the circuit and going off on the inside of Engine Corner. Let's just pick up our race leader, that being Brett Roach, and Brett Roach is coming out of Cape Town Corner. His fastest lap, a 1:26.479. He up, dusted and disappeared in heat number one. He did exactly the same in heat number two. Next, Raymond Johnson car, I think, second overall. Christopher Swart, he'll be happy with that one after having not so much luck in heat number one. Then Bessie Bester coming through, and then behind Bessie Bester comes Andrea Bate. Neon de Toy not out there anymore, Fakey. Here comes the Class B.
Well, he's still out there, but he's behind the two Class B leaders, Marco Busi, Kwesi Veyes. I salute both of you. Brilliant racing, Marco. Brilliant racing, Kwesi. And here comes the Class C dice. Third will be Eden Thompson in the Class B. And the dice to the line for first, second, third in this class is going to be Ephraim Levy, Paul Simon, Mario Roux, and then it will be in fourth position. It will be Wendy Oukamp that finishes just behind the golf of Zaki Hendricks. Gert du Plessis is the next one through. And we've got the last 4 or 5 cars making their way to the line. But Gary, what a brilliant, brilliant GTI Challenge race.
Utterly awesome. Ephraim Levy and Paul Simon both posting their fastest lap times on the very last lap. A 1